Scotty P the Mid-Strength Magician back with another video. I'm going to be sharing with you a performance that I did first and foremost, but in a video a bit further down the track I'm going to share with you the creative process that I used to come up with this effect. I was challenged recently to create a routine or a magic trick that was based around Cluedo. So I had to come up with something centered around somebody got murdered in a room with a specific weapon. Also, I want to give a quick shout out to Joe Marnie for not only giving me the cards to do the trick, but also giving me the challenge or sparking that creative idea to come up with a trick centered around Cluedo. So without rattling on any further, let's go take a look at the trick. Alright, so Cluedo, what do we need? We need a murderer, we need some rooms, and we need some weapons. So first thing I did was I laid out some rooms, and I want you to think of this as like you're looking down at a mansion, and these are all the rooms within that mansion. I then showed the spectator that in this notepad I've just written a whole lot of random weapons. Some of them are a bit silly, but we've got sword, knife, cannon, trophy, bow and arrow. What's a silly one? We've got rope, pipe, anvil, toaster. So what I did is I asked them to lift up the notepad wherever they like, take a look at the weapon that they chose, and then close the notepad. So we'll go ahead and do that. And now that they've remembered their weapon, they're going to choose a number, and probably a number somewhere in the teens would be good, so somewhere between 10 and 20. Let's say they go ahead and choose number 12. So they've got their weapon, they've got the number 12, they can then choose which end of the castle they want to start at. So let's say they start at this end, and they've chosen number 12. I want them to move the killer 12 spaces any way they like. They can go backwards, they can go straight up to the other end and just stay at this end. It's completely up to them, as long as they move one room at a time, 12 spaces. So let's see where they end up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So they've stopped at a room, and it is the kitchen. So we have the killer committing a murder in the kitchen with the weapon of choice, which I believe was a hammer. I then direct their attention over to a prediction that this dragon, Shenron, if you're familiar with Dragon Ball Z, he's been guarding this whole time, and inside this little pouch is the closest thing I could find to a hammer, and also the kitchen. And that is a little trick I came up with using Cluedo cards and a notepad and a little figurine. I hope you enjoyed it. As I mentioned, I'll be sharing a video further down the track on the creative process and how I came up with the different methods to use. And until then, I'm Scotty P the Mid-Strength Magician, and I bloody love magic.